If you're choosing Epic as an integration partner, don't see it as just a technology decision because it's far, far much more than that. It affects clinician workflows, data patient quality, security, interoperability, and go-live timelines across the organization. And many hospitals realize far too late that the wrong vendor creates long-term operational problems even after the integration technically works. I'm Marty, and at OSP Labs, we help healthcare organizations deliver secure and scalable Epic EHR integration initiatives across APIs, HL7, FHIR, Smart on FHIR, patient engagement platforms, and enterprise healthcare workflows. Today, we're covering 7 things hospitals must check before choosing an Epic integration partner, because the wrong decision becomes expensive long after deployment. The first thing hospitals should validate is whether the partner understands the Epic ecosystem beyond development alone. Strong Epic integration services require familiarity with Epic on FHIR, Epic vendor services, Smart on FHIR, the realities of production deployment, as well as governance and operational workflows. Any vendor can build APIs, but far fewer understand how Epic integrations behave inside live healthcare environments. And that difference matters a lot during deployment. Number 2, hospitals should avoid vendors that push one integration method for every single use case. A strong partner instead understands when to use HL7 Epic integration, Epic FHIR integrations, Smart on FHIR interface engines, or direct Epic API integration. See, most modern hospitals operate hybrid interoperability environments. Legacy workflows still depend on HL7 feeds for ADT, orders, labs, and claims, while modern applications increasingly rely on FHIR APIs for mobile apps, analytics, AI, and patient engagement. So when it comes to HL7 or FHIR, the right Epic interoperability partner understands both. Number 3, many integrations fail operationally even when the technology itself works. How can that be? Because workflows can break. Like a scheduling integration that adds extra clicks for clinicians may reduce adoption immediately. So hospitals should evaluate whether the vendor understands clinical workflows, referrals, scheduling, revenue cycle operations, remote patient monitoring, patient engagement, and MyChart connected experiences. The strongest Epic integration consultant understands not just the technology, but also real-world healthcare operations. Number 4. Security delays are one of the biggest reasons integrations miss go-live timelines. So hospitals should validate OAuth 2.0 implementation, Smart on FHIR authorization, personal health information handling, audit logging, role-based access, and secure testing environments. In failure scenarios, we often see that development finishes everything successfully, and then the governance reviews begin, and then things like missing audit logs and incomplete security controls delay production approval for weeks. So the best Epic integration services reduce those risks before development begins. Number 5, rigorous testing. See, most integrations don't fail because they lack the APIs, but rather because testing them was incomplete. So if you're a hospital, you should ask how your vendor handles mapping validation, regression testing, error handling, interface monitoring, UAT, go-live readiness, because strong Epic API integration is going to require operational testing in the real-world environment, not just technical testing. Because just one mapping error is enough to break downstream workflows across the entire organization. Number 6, scalability and long-term support. Integration is not just a one-time, one-and-done project, because Epic APIs change. They do it all the time, and departments expand and workflows evolve. Hospitals should evaluate whether the vendor supports monitoring, API updates, SLA-based support, workflow expansion, analytics initiatives, and long-term governance. A reliable Epic interoperability partner helps organizations manage integration drift before it impacts operations. Number 7, make sure you have the proof. If you're a hospital, ask for the evidence. Don't just rely on the generic sales deck. You need real, concrete proof. An experienced partner should provide case examples, governance models, documentation standards, testing methodologies, escalation paths, and operational support plans. Because in the real world, at the end of the day, the best Epic integration checklist is very simple. It is, can this partner reduce operational risk before the first interface is built? And if the answer to that is unclear, your hospital should pause before moving forward. At OSP Labs, we provide enterprise-grade Epic integration services, Epic FHIR integration, HL7 Epic integration, and long-term interoperability support for healthcare organizations modernizing Epic connected workflows. We focus on workflow alignment, operational stability, governance readiness, and scalable healthcare interoperability from day one. So if your hospital is evaluating an Epic integration partner, planning Epic EHR integration, or preparing for go live, now is the time to validate your roadmap before operational risks compound. Visit osplabs.com to schedule a technical consultation. Our team can help assess your interoperability strategy, architecture readiness, workflow alignment, and operational support model for sustainable Epic integration success. I'm Marty, and thanks for watching.